Alright, now we're gonna review this readiness tick 7.48, and I'm gonna be real with you. This is a hard one, but I'm gonna be real with you. This is a topic, questions that are gonna be on the test, multiple of them. Entonces, whatever you get from this video, I hope you apply it on the test. So I'm gonna show you how they're done, how they're solved, but I'm also gonna show you how your answers shouldn't look like. That way, maybe you don't know, but you can get rid of two answers and then choose the one you think is more correct. ¿Sí? Entonces, sí está difícil, no pretendo que lo entiendan, pero necesito que cuando hagan eliminación, eliminen las que de verdad no son. Y ya si se quedan entre dos, if you're choosing between two answers, pues ya, one of those, let it be what it has to be. Pero no quiero que eliminen las que sí son correctas. Entonces, this question was on the last year star. Entonces, y siempre viene una así, siempre viene una similar. So, you're given that a traffic light completes 90 cycles of light changes in 2 hours. Which representation best describes the number of cycles y, so the number of cycles is y, in x hours. So the number of hours is x. Entonces, for this type of questions, my first two formulas on my reference sheet are gonna come in handy. Entonces, in this problem, because I read the whole thing, I know that the number of cycles represents y. And I know the number of hours represents x. What is this formula telling me? I have to divide y over x. So let's do that. K equals y over x. And we said that y is 90 cycles over 2. So calculator, 90 divided by 2, 45. Great. So that's the lucky number. And if you notice your answer choices, they have that number. That's where it comes from. All of them have the 45. Ahora, when we're talking about these, so constants, linear equations, y over x, the relationship we want is multiplication. Again, when we're dealing with this type of problems, we're looking for multiplying. Entonces, think about it. Answer choice B, we're adding x plus 45. That's not gonna be true. Okay, because we have add. We don't need to add. We don't need to subtract. We need to be multiplying. Entonces, B is already not one of my options. But let's look at A. A is multiplying. But think about it. Bueno, I'm gonna tell you. For A it is multiplying by 45. But we always want y to be dependent of x. So that means the correct equation, if A was my answer, A would have to be y equals 45x. This would be true. But on A, I have it backwards. X equals 45y. That's wrong. Okay, so get rid of it. Entonces, if I'm telling you this is the right one, notice how 45 is multiplying x. So that's what we're gonna do in our two tables. On the left side, you have the x values. So we need to check, we need to make sure that each x value is being multiplied by 45. And then we're going to check that these answers are correct. If they are, then that's gonna be my answer choice. Again, we need to check that each of these x values, and they tell me right here which ones are x, have to be multiplied by 45. So you do it on the calculator. 1 times 45, pues 45, ¿verdad? It's gonna show you. So this one's right. Luego, 3 times 45, 135, another right one. And then 45 times 5, ay, caray, ese algo hice mal. 45 times 5, ahí está, 225. The 3 of the 3 I have in my table are right, then that means C is my answer choice. And I'm done. Woohoo! Why is D not correct? Just with the starting one. 0 times 45 is not 45. 0 times any number is gonna be 0. Okay? But notice how the next one was right and the next one was right. And thus we have to check all of them. All of them have to be right. Okay? So then we have a different problem for the next one. Pero ahora nos dice, el constant rate es 0.1. Entonces that means that our y value is going to be equal to 0.1 times x. What does that mean for us? We need to check that each x is being multiplied by that value. And it's given right there. Entonces, por ejemplo, I can start with the first one. Si la primera no sirve, entonces that's not it. 5 times 0.1 is 0.5. So F is not my answer. I go with H, pero tengo lo mismo. 5 times 0.1 should be 0.5, and I have 0.1 here, so not H. Then this one, I need to check that all of them are right. Entonces, la primera, I already have that that's right. Now, 10 times 0.1, 1. Got it. 15 times 0.1, 1.5. Got it. ¿Qué sigue? 20 times 0.1, 2. That's right. And then the last one. 25 times 0.1, 2.5. So then that means G is my answer. Okay? Entonces, if you have a problem where all of your answer choices are tables, look for that number that it's given. Every x value has to be multiplied by that number for it to be right.